This morning, continuing to look at the devastating aftermath of the typhoon, which has caused such destruction in the Philippines. Joining us on the program now from CBM, Darren Ward. Darren, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
It is devastating stuff. Now, you're somebody who deals with disasters and the impact of disasters and poverty in the developed. Even for somebody like you, this it takes your breath away, doesn't it?
It's just absolutely impossible to comprehend, I think, and even, talking with people that are on the ground in the Philippines, the devastation is just absolutely total devastation, physically, emotionally for the people. I think, anyone would be hard-pressed to watch the news here at night and see the stories of people who have lost entire families, and as well as all of their possessions and their housing and everything, and not be touched by it. And I think the scale of the impact of this typhoon is just almost unimaginable.
I mean, part of the I suppose the human response to it is to also say, hey, look, I'd love to be able to do something. What can I do to be involved with that? Because of the nature of what you do, that must also be front and centre for you.
Yeah, look, it is. It's I think that whenever you see anything like this on TV and you hear about it or read it in the paper, one of the things that I know I often feel is, hey, I want to jump on a plane and get over there and help.
Yeah.
Look, the reality is that that's not always the best thing to do, and we're putting a big effort in here in New Zealand to coordinate a response from here. We're linking in with our international organisation and our partners on the ground. CBM's got 10 partners throughout the Philippines, and nearly all of them are affected in some way to varying degrees, but some of them affected to a very large degree. And, it's about coordinating the effort from here and looking at what we can do to mobilise support from New Zealand. And in particular, the thing that is needed now is funding for the aid work, for the initial relief effort. Mm-hmm. But then obviously on an ongoing basis is going to be the support that is needed to assist the Philippines to rebuild, to assist people in the Philippines, and particularly in the affected, the areas affected the most, to recover physically and emotionally. One of the things that we know in situations like disasters like this is that for every person who is killed, 3 will be living with some form of permanent disability. We're expecting things like spinal cord injuries, broken backs, and those figures don't really even take into account the obvious sort of ongoing mental health issues that will be prevalent through there. So CBM's been working in this area for many, many, many years and will be there for many years to come, but the work has just got a lot harder, but a lot more urgent and a lot more needed.
I mean, we talk about the immediate needs, and there's huge logistical exercises when it comes to communication and transport, and of course water, food, medicines. But taking the long-term view, saying, well, actually, after we've done the body count, after we've reconstructed the roads, this is something which is going to take a long term for not only to get immediate aid to people, but to restore their lives and also their livelihoods.
Absolutely. And, for people who are living with new disabilities, at the moment, a lot of them will be thinking that in many respects all hope is gone, because they know the reality of life for people with disabilities in places like the Philippines, and particularly in the poorer rural areas or people who are living in urban slums, where disability means that you won't have a job. It means you won't be able to go back to school. For them, they're looking to their future and saying, well, it's actually looking particularly bleak at the moment if I survive. One of the first things we will be doing and are doing through our partners is making sure that the relief effort is reaching people with disabilities whose mobility is limited and who, will be affected by some of the social exclusion issues, etc., that we just know are prevalent, from our work elsewhere.
Yeah, no, I mean, CBM, of course, involved boots and all in this. In terms of your response to it and how, people can support your response, what's the best way of doing it, Darren?
Look, the best way of doing that is to jump onto our website, cbmnz.org.nz. You can donate online there. We will be posting updates via our blog there of the effort, or you can give the team a call on 0800 113 114 and help us out with the work. And the other thing that I would really encourage people to do is to pray for the work that is happening in the Philippines. Pray for the